Alright, I'm gonna put my widemaxx kit on, the Xmaxx. Then rebuild the whole rear end. But this is the front. Time to get at it. Gonna have to pull off both tires. Got it all stripped down. Just gotta pull that last pin right there. Pull the steering. Comparing the two arms, it's probably about an inch and a quarter, inch and a half difference between stock arm and the other arm. And the widemaxx arm. Hopefully it helps. Well, there it is in its greatness. widemaxx kit with GPM axles. And they are beefier. And those are upgraded axles, not stock ones. The stock ones are pretty skinny. Got the tie rod in for the steering. Got everything ready to go. Time to put the other arms on. So I got the other, got red on one side and then black on the other side. That was the only thing else available. I didn't want to buy the widemaxx kit because then I'll be buying those cheap stock axles. I wanted the GPM axles, so basically for the same price I pieced out my own. Maybe like $10 more. But now I got GPM axles, so whole lot beefier. Whole lot beefier. Then I gotta rebuild the whole rear end. See, GPMs. Yeah. Apparently on my Xmaxx I had more than just that. Check that out, it's all busted. And it only had half a pin. Well, let's check it out. This is that's stock Xmaxx width, and then that's the widemaxx up front. But the kicker is, see, look at that. With the widemaxx kit, it makes it wider and taller. So you can tell the front end is taller than the rear. And from on this side you can tell. See, the tires like almost more than halfway off, and then on that side it's barely off. Tomorrow I'll do the whole rear, rip apart the whole rear. I just put a new GPN spear gear sit up too. So I'm gonna put a whole new subframe in it. It's just, sun is setting already. You can see right there. Almost time for me to call it quits. Well, I don't work on my rides if I ain't getting paid. Well, you guys have a good one. I'm working on the back half of the Xmaxx. Front half is done. Time to do the back half. Whole subframe and everything. I'm gonna take off the rear bumper and skid plate. Then pull all the pins, all the shock mounts, all the bolts, diff cover, diff. Then separate the halves. Probably try to do that right now, actually. Bumper, now it's got to pull the center support. There's that upgraded hot racing center shaft, but I think I'm gonna put my GPM one in. Might as well use it. I haven't. Well, I got the wheels off. Unbolted the motor mount. Then I'm gonna pull these arms off and get all this off. Then I'll separate the halves from the top. There's only 4 screws holding it in now. Oh, plus the shock towers. The other 4 on the shocks. Got it all stripped down. Just gotta pull the diff cover, pull the diff out. Take off these little things, take the top off. Then separate the halves. Well, that's my brand new diff. Gears, look at that. They're all on the edge. Pretty chipped. Or half gone, half folded over. Well. The pinion Pinion don't look that bad, but those other gears are gone. Pulled the motor out, slid right out with those two. Then I did those other two here and there. Now the whole bulkhead will slide right out, pop right out. So you first got to take off this. Check this one out. I have my GPM one. Set it aside. I have my gears. Pop out this bulkhead. They're always wedged in there, aren't they? There we go. Oh, there it went. Oh yeah, those gears are gone too. Caught the edge of them. It stripped the edge. So yeah, this whole bulkhead was freaking stretched. About time for a new one. What do you know? There's a crack right there. Get a pointer. Right there's a crack. Right on the bearing surface. You can see it. The grease pushed through. Yeah, it's gone. Alright, just slid it forward. Then you can see my shaft still there, so I'm just gonna grab it from here. Place it over here next to it. And then pop this out, and that's it. This is the broken one. See if I see any other damaged parts in it. Yeah, see there's a crack right there going down the center. Right where the diff bearing usually sits. It's going down. It splits the whole thing. We're gonna get any light on it. We can see it stained through. The grease went through the crack. Yeah. And then there's grease right there. There's a crack in the bottom in there too. Yeah, it needed a new one. Well, I got my my GPM center drive shaft. And take out that hot racing body one and slide this guy in there. So it'll be ready when I put that rear subframe. So let's check out this play. See? It's a lot of play. I'm gonna move this ring gear in tighter to get rid of that, because the pinion has some kind of metal C-clip in there to hold it in place, so that'll work. There's a metal bulkhead on there. It's a lot better now. See? It's like when I move, it moves. So zero play. I had to put that big shim in there though. I might need a new rear bulkhead cover because I think it has a little too much play in it also. This one. I think the inside, like on that side, got wore out. So I gotta buy a new one of those. I put it all back together. Hopefully it lasts. Here, enjoying the beautiful sun's about to set. Look at that. There's like a tiny bit of play. It's way better than what it was. But yeah, that cover's not too bad. Once I fully tightened it down, it got a lot tighter. So red cover, red upper bulkhead, red spur gear, whatever cover. Yep, zero play. Should be good. Yeah, got it going. Put that back in. Got the motor in there. Just got to go in there and send those 4 bolts in and tighten it down. It's already all lined up. Sun setting, look at that. That beautiful sun over there. Is that halfway down? Zoom in. Yep. There it goes. That's 3/4 of the way down. Almost halfway. Alright, I'll go back to it real quick. So I got the shock tower on. This didn't want to line up, so I'm gonna have to re-drill those holes to make that work. That took forever because I had to chip it because the way they did that top bulkhead wasn't the same as this plastic tower. But you know, it works. Ooh, about 50% left. There it goes. Oh, 25%. About 9%. There it goes. Last 5%. Last 2%. Glare always makes it look bigger. 1%. Now it's gone. King City sunset for you. Phone's dying, so I gotta use my little portable charger. So that's what it looks like right now. Got my arms in. Next thing I'm gonna do is put the knuckles and the axles, then the top arm. So I got the widemaxx kit on. It's looking good. Yep. Just gotta put everything else back on the motor, all that fun stuff. Finishing it up. Got everything all mocked up. Got the wires back in. Pretty good. Pretty good. Rip it tomorrow.